So I've got R2 Bosenavulagi here. R2 was a CBC, past pupil who graduated in 2018. And luckily enough, R2 was actually able to debut last week on Friday night for Collingwood Football Club in the AFL versus Hawthorn. Little number 40 kind of running around there. R2, how's it been going, mate? And how's the hub life going over in Perth at the moment?
Yeah, it's good. It's obviously hard for some people. Most of us, I guess, with families back in Melbourne. I guess us younger players, it's not that bad, I guess, because it's sort of a holiday for us. But yeah, we still miss family back home. But sort of, I guess, makes us more grateful, I guess, when you're away from them. Just how much you see them a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good to hear, mate. And I'm sure there's been a big adjustment to your lifestyle, probably from being an 18-year-old in school in 2018, and where you are now. How's that adjustment kind of been in the last year and a half, 2 years?
Yeah, it's definitely took me a while to get used to. Obviously, doing more things for yourself, and I guess mentally preparing yourself for your job, and obviously the ups and downs with it.
Yeah, no, it's extremely important, and some good things you kind of touched on there. Let's try and relate it back to the game now, and what was it like? I'm sure there's a few childhood dreams, and one for me even that I haven't been able to do, but definitely a few boys in the CBC community who would all love to have played AFL footy, or have all grown up with that AFL dream of representing a side in AFL footy. So what was it like to actually walk out, represent Collingwood, and debut on that Friday night against Hawthorn?
Yeah, it was amazing. It's a great feeling running around. I guess running out with people that you watched for so many years and look up to, and putting on, I guess, the jersey as well before the game was a very special moment. Just knowing all the hard work that you put in beforehand, and having that feeling of it paying off, and you just get that sense of reward, I guess, of achievement. And yeah, definitely running out was such a good feeling, with all the lights shining on you, and
yeah,
I guess, and also get paid for doing what you love as well. So enjoying and what you enjoy, I guess. So yeah.
Yeah, well, mate, that's what it's all about. And, I'm sure there was definitely a lot of heightened emotions, even with the limited capacity of, 10,000 people in the stadium. It's probably not what you were expecting. Being a Collingwood player, used to walking out, or, walking out in front of 80, 90,000 people, week in, week out. So, mate, it's definitely a special moment. You should be really proud of your efforts. You've definitely done CBC proud, that's for sure. I think, everyone was definitely talking about it. And like you said, look, a lot of hard work obviously goes into, where you are today and as an AFL player. Do you think there's anything in particular, or maybe a moral or belief that has helped you along the way to kind of, make you or put you where you are today?
Well, I guess I always go by this saying my dad always says is feed your focus and starve your distractions.
Yep.
So I guess I guess just having a focused mindset at a young age, I guess, is important during high school. A lot of people get distracted easily, tend to drift away on all the other social media, and tend to get distracted by also other people. So I think what's important is just at a young age, just having a goal set, and even sometimes not everyone's a goal set up. So I didn't even have goals set. So I guess mine was just to get drafted, and but I think keeping focus at a young age, it can be hard with a lot of distractions, especially now with this COVID-19. It's easy to I guess make excuses, although it is hard to get through. You can always find a way to at least try and get better, or whatever you want to pursue, I guess.
Yeah, look, that's really, really good feedback, and I think the boys will definitely take that on. Some very, very wise words there for such a young man. And whilst we're on the theme of COVID-19, obviously that's the biggest thing that's happening in our lives at the moment. And there's definitely some difficult situations that everyone's going through, not just us in the school community, but everyone in Australia, but particularly Melbourne at the moment. So obviously
Yeah.
that's a really, really difficult thing for us all to deal with. Do you reckon there's, something that you can kind of align that with that's happened in your life, like a difficult situation or hardship? And maybe is there any, anything similar or advice that you can give for these boys?
Yeah, well, I guess for me, like I started playing footy pretty late, so I started 14, so 13, turning 14, and I guess learning the sport, and sort of like a social thing at start. So I guess it was hard for me, although I wanted to play professionally. I had a lot of, I guess, a lot of criticism and a lot of, I guess, that's what social media does. They hype up a lot of other people, and you sort of focus too much on other people's process than your own. So I guess it's important to, everyone's different. Everyone grows at a different rate. Everyone's unique in their own way. So it's definitely important to just focus on yourself and not get carried away with other people's, I guess, achievements and saying, oh, why am I not here? Why am I not this good yet? Why am I, why is it not paying off? And all those kind of things. Especially my draft year was pretty hard. As a top age, I didn't think I would get drafted at the start of the year, because you'd have all your favorites and all your father's sons. I guess I was too busy focusing on every other person. But I guess once I started playing good footy, I started to focus more on myself and, not worry about all the outside noise and what everyone else thinks, and just, I guess, keep your head down and, work on yourself, I guess.
No, that's really, really good. And all that white noise, it's definitely something that you probably need to try and eradicate as much as you can as an AFL player. Like, just focus on yourself. And you mentioned something about goals, and I think that's extremely important. And what we're trying to do as a school is promote physical activity and sport within the school and within the college community. How do you think maybe physical activity, or is there certain ways that you can be more physically active that can be helpful during these times?
During COVID, well,
Yeah.
well, I was, I guess I was in isolation as well in Melbourne. So during the season this year, when the season went on hold, so obviously, yeah, being outside exercising. I'm not sure what the rules are now though. So, but,
We can still go out and exercise. So that's, it's just you can't really exercise as much with friends, so as per se.
yeah, yes, that's also too hard sometimes. Sometimes you find it hard to exercise on your own. Lack of motivation. You sort of feel like you're repeating yourself. That's what I guess I sort of felt like too. Just waking up in the morning, doing doing my stuff inside, gym inside, and then going out to the field on my own, running. I guess it's hard to motivate yourself to keep going when you just repeat the same thing every week and every day. So I think it's just sort of you just got to, I guess, sort of remember, I guess, put in your head why you're doing it, and I guess the end goal. Just think of the end goal.
Yeah, no, that's some really, really good advice. I think one of the key things that you probably didn't mention, but you meant was, you had a good routine, and having a good routine every day and a good schedule which you can follow through can really have a massive, massive benefit, for your, obviously, your mental health. I think that's going to be big for, the boys within the school. So thanks for that. Look, one last couple of questions, last couple of questions on a bit of a lighter note. Just for everyone else to hear, because you were an old CBC boy, so we're going to try and relate it to that. So, what do you actually remember? Because obviously you played school footy and school ACC sport. Unfortunately, the boys this term cannot participate in ACC sport. What do you remember from your school days playing footy, and was there any particular memories that you can that come to mind?
Yeah, obviously I remember Mr. Cavolo giving us the hype. Always yelling at us pre-game. He'd always bring us up, all the boys up. That was so good. And I think half the boys on our team sort of just came to miss out on school. He would have about 20 water boys that so they'd miss fourth, third period. But no, it was such good energy. I think that was the important thing. Everyone just enjoyed it. Although we didn't win all our games, it was just fun just to, get connected with the other boys. And for me, I enjoyed it, playing with the other boys. It was fun. It was sort of I sort of connected with, I guess, a lot of new people like that I didn't talk to before that.
Yeah.
So no, it definitely helped.
No, it's important to have that little, release from classes and whatnot, and to have that leisure activity that you can actually do and access at school. Unfortunately, the boys don't have that this time around, but a lot of the boys this time around will be on their laptops, kind of just sitting around. So it's
Yeah.
important that we try and motivate them to get outside and have a purpose. And we don't have that college community spirit with ACC sport, but yeah, that's definitely some good things you've mentioned there. Look, awesome. You've done so well so far. To one last thing, have you got any advice for the outer, community, and any extra words of wisdom for them?
I would just say, just as I said before, just I guess not. It's sometimes most people in my level anyway, when I was there, didn't know what they wanted to do. So I guess, yeah, just try and find what you want to do, what you're good at, what you're passionate at, and what you enjoy, and and I guess focus and try your hardest to pursue it at the best as you can, I guess. And yeah, putting all your, I guess, work in, I guess, would be mine. Just to focus on what you like and what you enjoy doing.
No, thanks, mate. That's awesome. That's perfect advice for the boys, and I'm really hoping that they'll take that on. It's obviously going to be a tough 5-6 weeks, and hopefully it's not extended, but it could be a long time in isolation. And you've given us a bit of hope and a bit of fight in the side. So you guys, as AFL players, it's the only kind of normality you're giving us within the whole society of Victoria at the moment. So it's great to see. So you're definitely keeping me entertained on weekends. I'm sure you're keeping everyone else and JP as well. So we definitely appreciate your time, mate. You've done an awesome job, and congratulations on your 2 games, and hopefully there's many more to come.
Thanks for that.
You're definitely making the school very proud, and look, I've had so much positive feedback coming from teachers and whatnot, and they're actually so proud of you. So keep your head up. You're doing a great job, and you're a massive role model for these boys at CBC. So thanks, R2, for your time.
No, thanks for having me.
Cheers, mate.